JONS Gold and Silver. Gold right now is pretty much flat on the day. It's at 4,116. It just fell though. Last night it started to drop. I was like, dang, we just can't win, you know? But then I thought about it and I'm like, we're over $4,000. I'm already winning, you know? But it's just funny how when gold just keeps running up, if it stops even for a minute, I get upset. I just wanted to keep on going because we're so close to the goal of $5,000 gold. So close. And we will hit it, but we'll see how long it takes. We could hit 5,000 bucks by the end of the year. Silver right now is particularly strong. It's just under $51. And that's pretty good. So silver, this is the first time it's ever done this. Silver hit $50, hit 54. It came back under 50, and now it's back over again. This has never happened, okay? So something is different this time. Something is very different. I think that we have the momentum on our side, and I think silver is gonna could go close to $100. It could happen very quickly too. Or it could happen over 4 or 5 months. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, silver and gold are definitely going higher. Wow, look at the beauty of nature. The only bad thing about walking to work, a 3-hour walk, is that I have to stand on my feet all day when I get there. So I'm already walking. When I get to work, I have to keep walking. And then when I'm done with work, I have to walk 3 hours home and watch out for the coyotes, you know? One time I was riding my bike home from work and I heard like a couple coyotes howling, and it was like extremely close. When that happened, I just floored it. I was like, oh shit. I could easily fight off a couple of coyotes. They're pretty small. But in the dark, they can team up on you. There's some water right there. I wonder if there's any fish in there right now. Probably not. Well, they're probably not feeding, I'm guessing. But yeah, guys, take a look at the bike path. I'm the only person on it today. Nobody else but me. So I can talk to you guys about gold and silver until you meet an African coyote who's been on a fast. Yeah, the African coyotes are probably a little bit scarier than the ones we have here. Yeah, I don't really want to, especially a hyena. If you run into those things, they can crush your bones with one frickin' bite. I don't really know how far we are along. I think we're about a couple miles in. Got about 5 more miles to go. I think I'm going to be early. I think I'm actually ahead of schedule, but at least I know how long it takes me to walk to work. I figured it would take 2.5 hours. But I think it's going to be a little bit less. Just because I'm making some pretty good time right now, I think. We're making some good time, guys. We're going to make it to work on time. Will I make it or will I be late on this episode of JONS Gold and Silver? Will he get to work? Will he be fired? Nobody knows. We will find out at the end. Have you heard of GLOD fiat currency? Buying Swiss vaulted gold with the option of spending your money via card. Yeah, I think Peter Schiff is doing that. Yeah, that's a new thing, a new trend. I think a lot of banks are going to be doing that, holding gold for people, and people can use a card. Yeah, that's what Peter Schiff is doing. So I have heard about that from him. Gold, yes, glowed. Yeah, I wouldn't do that though. Yeah, it's a way to popularize gold or popularize Bitcoin. You can say, oh look, you can spend your gold on a card. Who the fuck cares? I spend my fiat currency on garbage. The gold is not for spending, you noob. The gold is for saving for the next generation. I'm not trying to spend my gold on a card. I'm trying to I need more gold. I need more gold, not less. Why are you trying to figure out ways to spend your gold? So I'm never going to take advantage of that, the gold. They'll hold your gold for you. No, nobody's going to hold my gold for me except me. Oh, guy will hold your gold. We have a vault. It's very safe. And when we go into World War III, your gold will be yours. It'll be very safe. Meanwhile, someone steals it once World War III starts. Another country comes in and takes it. The US government takes it. They confiscate it. I would never let another entity hold on to my gold. That's stupid. So what Peter Schiff is doing, that's stupid. He's trying to convince people that you should give me all your gold. I'll hold it for you. I'll keep it safe. You can trust me. Trust my third party people that hold your gold. Yeah, trust us. Famous last words, you know. That's stupid. Your gold should just be in your safe. It shouldn't be in someone else's vault. And you should not be spending it on a card. You know? That's that. These are just ways to popularize it. They make you think it's a great idea. Oh, join my services. We'll hold your gold for you. No, it's a lie. It's fake, okay? But how can you protect your own gold, especially when it's a lot? Well, you should have a safe. You should have a safe, dude, or you should have a decoy safe and a safe, or you should have it buried in your yard, bro. You could bury your gold in your backyard. You know, who's gonna know if you have it? Who the fuck's gonna know? Why is it not safe? If you put your gold under your mattress, how is it not safe? Do you have people that come into your house and they lift up your mattress and say, oh, I wonder if he has any gold under his mattress? You know? You could put it under your floorboards. There's so many places you could put gold. Yeah, you could hide it under your mattress, under your floorboards. You could hide it in your ceiling. You could hide it in your wall. You could cut a piece of your wall and put a picture in front of it and make a safe inside your wall. Like, how dumb can you be? There's so many places to store your own gold that why would you let someone else have it, you know? But that's that. And if you're a billionaire, you should have your own vault on your own property. You know, you shouldn't let someone else hold your gold. If you're rich, just buy your own vault. So there should never be a circumstance where you let someone else have your gold. Never. Does not make any sense. Because if you're rich, you can have your own vault. And if you're poor, you don't have billions of dollars in gold, you can just hide it in your house. Or yeah. How can you protect it? Do you have a gun? Do you have a shotgun? Benelli M4? Remington? Remington will help you protect it, you know? There's all kinds of ways. But yes, as far as I know, gold right now is flat on the day and silver is up. Silver, I'm just very impressed by silver. The ETF, the silver ETF is called AGQ, okay? A lot of people talk about SIL, SILJ, you know. No, I would get AGQ. That's the best one for silver. So far, I've more than doubled my money on AGQ. Whew. Yeah, guys, I gotta think about what car I'm gonna buy. What kind of car should I get? Something soon. Better be something. I think I'm gonna start running a little bit, guys. So I'll talk to you guys later. Wait. Fair enough. Would you leverage gold to secure a loan, especially if the gold is a concession under the land? No, I would never leverage gold to get a loan. I would just sell the gold and buy what I need. That's what the gold is for, you know? The gold is there for you to sell it when you need the money, if you need the money. So I don't know what you're getting a loan for. You didn't tell me that. You know, if you want to leverage your gold to get a loan for a new Chevy, then you're a freaking idiot. You know, you didn't even tell me what it's for. How the hell am I supposed to give you any kind of analysis if I have no clue what you're even doing? But for the most part, I would never leverage any, I never take on any leverage. Even with stocks, I never use any borrowed money. Even though I could borrow $100,000, but I don't need to because I have cash. And if you're borrowing money, that is a way that your account can get wiped out, you know? So you should never borrow against your goal. You should never borrow against your house. These are just foolish questions. If you really have a great business idea, then the freaking bank's going to give you, you're not going to have to leverage anything. But if your idea is shit and the bank knows that, they're going to want your gold as leverage. You don't even know, you don't even have any clue what the money's for, dude. You don't even have a clue. To find out if it's even logical. And secondly, how are you going to leverage your gold? How would you do that? How would you use your gold as collateral? That doesn't even make sense. Give it to somebody else? Say, here you go, here's my gold. This is my collateral. You can keep it. Like they're really going to give it back to you, bro. Take my gold. Oh, shoot. Take my gold, then the gold drops. Then you're really going to pay them back. Yeah, who's stupid enough to take your gold as leverage? Guys, this is an amazing day. We kind of like missed fall. It just went from summer to winter. Kind of fall happened so fast I didn't even notice it. I think I was too busy working. Shit, guys, this is a long walk. I didn't know this was going to be this bad. All right, guys, I got to start running. I'll see you soon.